You're enjoying a snack. Your furry best friend is staring at you with those big pleading eyes, and you think, just a little bite won't hurt, right? Wrong. Some everyday foods that seem totally harmless could actually poison your dog, cause liver damage, or even lead to sudden death. And here's the terrifying part. Most dog owners don't even realize it. So before you toss your pup a treat, watch closely. Because today we're counting down 10 foods that could be deadly for your dog. And trust me, number 1 is so common that your dog might have actually already eaten it. But first, welcome to Doggy Pedia. If you love learning about dog behavior, health, and training, hit subscribe so you never miss a video. Now let's start the countdown, and it's already bad news. 12 cherries, a hidden poison. You might think a cherry is just a small, sweet treat, but it's actually a hidden danger for dogs. Cherry pits, stems, and leaves contain cyanide, which can be lethal. Even a small amount can cause difficulty breathing, dilated pupils, and organ failure. Swallowed whole, the pit can also cause an intestinal blockage, especially in small dogs. If your dog accidentally eats a cherry, call your vet immediately. It's not worth the risk. 11 tomatoes, ripe versus unripe danger. Ripe tomatoes, mostly safe in moderation. But unripe tomatoes, stems, and leaves, toxic. Green tomatoes and plant parts contain solanine, a toxic compound that can cause severe stomach upset, weakness and lethargy, confusion, or tremors. If your dog gets into tomato plants or eats too many unripe tomatoes, they could be in danger. 10 raw dough expands in their stomach. Baking something, never let your dog lick the dough. Raw dough keeps rising even after it's been swallowed. And in a dog's stomach, that can be dangerous, especially for small breeds. Expands in their stomach, causing bloating and intense pain. Can cut off blood supply to organs, leading to a medical emergency. Ferments in their gut, creating alcohol, which can cause toxic poisoning. Yes, alcohol poisoning from bread dough. If your dog gets into raw dough, call your vet ASAP. And speaking of things that can poison your pup, number 9 is sitting in most spice cabinets. 9. Nutmeg. Yes, it's toxic. You might love it in cookies, coffee, or holiday treats, but nutmeg is straight up poisonous for dogs. Contains myristicin, a compound that causes hallucinations, tremors, and seizures. Can lead to extreme stomach pain and nervous system damage. Just a little bit can cause rapid heart rate, disorientation, and even death. Many people don't realize their holiday treats contain nutmeg, so if you're baking, keep your pup far away. And now let's talk about number 8, a common ingredient that can cause deadly pancreatitis. 8. Bacon and fatty meats, a one-way ticket to pancreatitis. You might think dogs love meat. What's wrong with a little bacon? Here's the problem. High-fat foods like bacon, sausage, or greasy meats can trigger pancreatitis, a painful and often fatal condition. Causes severe inflammation in the pancreas, leading to vomiting, diarrhea, and extreme pain. Can trigger a fatal attack, especially in small breeds. Even a small bite of bacon can increase their risk. And it's not just bacon. Fried foods, butter, and fatty leftovers are just as bad. If you want your pup to live a long, healthy life, skip the greasy treats. 7. Grapes and raisins, tiny but deadly. You probably wouldn't think twice about dropping a grape on the floor, but if your dog eats it, that tiny snack could shut down their kidneys. Just one grape or raisin has been known to cause sudden kidney failure in some dogs. Symptoms can start within hours: vomiting, diarrhea, and complete loss of energy. The worst part? We don't even know why grapes are toxic to dogs. But here's what we do know: there is no safe amount. So next time you're eating grapes, keep them far away from your pup. And speaking of toxic, the next one can literally melt their red blood cells. Onions and garlic, more dangerous than you think. Think onions and garlic are only bad for your dog's breath? Think again. These common ingredients contain compounds that destroy red blood cells, leading to dangerous anemia. Even a small amount can cause weakness, vomiting, and collapse. It doesn't matter if it's raw, cooked, or powdered, it's all toxic. Some dogs don't show symptoms for days, making it even more dangerous. And before you say, "but I only gave them a little," remember it builds up over time. Now, onions and garlic are bad, but the next food? It's so toxic that even a crumb could kill a dog. 5. Xylitol, the silent killer in your kitchen. If you've never heard of xylitol, listen closely because this one is terrifying. Xylitol is a common sugar substitute found in sugar-free gum, some peanut butter brands, diet snacks, and candies. And here's the horrifying part. Just a tiny amount can drop your dog's blood sugar to deadly levels within minutes. Causes seizures, liver failure, and death in dogs. Can be absorbed into their system in as little as 10 minutes. There's no antidote. Once it's in their system, it's a race against time. Moral of the story, always check the label before sharing anything with your dog. And if you think xylitol is bad, the next food has been responsible for more emergency vet visits than any other. 4. Chocolate. Not just a myth. You've heard it before, dogs shouldn't eat chocolate. But do you actually know why? Chocolate contains theobromine, which dogs can't process like humans. It speeds up their heart rate to dangerous levels. Even a small amount can cause tremors, seizures, or heart failure. Dark chocolate and baking chocolate are the most toxic, but even milk chocolate is risky. And here's something most people don't realize. Chocolate poisoning can take hours to kick in. So if your dog eats some, don't wait for symptoms. Get to a vet immediately. 3. Macadamia nuts. Paralysis in a handful. You probably didn't think twice about eating a handful of macadamia nuts. But for your dog, that handful could cause weakness, vomiting, and even paralysis. Dogs that eat macadamia nuts can lose control of their back legs, sometimes for days. Even just a few nuts can cause severe pain, tremors, and fever. Scientists still don't know exactly why they're toxic, but the effects are serious. And unlike chocolate or xylitol, there's no antidote. You just have to wait and hope they recover. Think that's bad? The next food on this list is something people literally give their dogs every day without realizing the damage it's causing. 2. Dairy. Yes, even cheese. Ever let your dog lick up some ice cream or steal a piece of cheese? Bad news. Most dogs are lactose intolerant. Can lead to diarrhea, bloating, or stomach pain. Some dogs experience long-term inflammation, which leads to even bigger health issues. The high fat content in cheese could trigger deadly pancreatitis, especially in smaller breeds. Sure, some dogs seem to tolerate dairy better than others, but if you want to play it safe, skip the milk, cheese, and ice cream. 1. Cooked bones, the silent killer in your kitchen. Alright, we've talked about some pretty terrifying foods so far. But this one, it's the most dangerous of all. And the scariest part, most dog owners give it to their pups without thinking twice. Cooked bones, yes, even tiny chicken or turkey bones, are a disaster waiting to happen. They splinter into razor-sharp shards inside your dog's mouth, throat, or stomach. They can cause choking, puncture organs, or block intestines, which often leads to emergency surgery. Even if your dog does swallow a bone safely, it can still cause severe constipation or internal bleeding. And no, it doesn't matter if your grandma's dog ate bones his whole life, the risk is real. So next time you're tempted to toss your dog a bone, just don't. Stick to safe, vet-approved chew treats instead. What to do if your dog eats something dangerous? If your dog eats anything from this list, don't wait to see if they seem fine. Act fast. Step 1. Identify what and how much they ate. Was it just a small piece, or did they devour the whole thing? Check the ingredients list. Does it contain xylitol, garlic, or anything toxic? Look at the clock. Some poisons work within minutes. 2. Call your vet immediately. Your best chance of saving your dog is getting help fast. Don't Google random home remedies. Some hacks online could make things worse. Your vet will tell you the best course of action. Step 3. Watch for symptoms. If you can't get to a vet right away, monitor your dog for vomiting or diarrhea, lethargy, acting extremely tired or weak, tremors, shaking, or seizures, trouble breathing. If they seem fine at first, some toxins take hours to kick in. Always err on the side of caution. Better safe than sorry. Foods that seem safe but aren't. You already know the big offenders, but what about foods that seem harmless? Here are a few sneaky dangers most dog owners don't think twice about. rawhide chews can cause choking or deadly blockages. Stick to safer alternatives like bully sticks or rubber chew toys. Fatty meat and table scraps can trigger pancreatitis, a painful and often fatal condition. Avocado contains persin, which can cause vomiting and heart issues in dogs. Caffeine found in coffee, tea, and energy drinks. Even a few sips could cause deadly heart arrhythmias. Bottom line, if you're not sure if it's safe, don't risk it. Now that you know the top 12 most dangerous foods for dogs, let's hear from you. What's the strangest thing your dog has ever tried to eat? Socks, remote controls, a rock? Drop it in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe, because we've got more life-saving dog tips and fun canine content coming your way. But wait, now that you know what not to feed your dog, what about the best foods to keep them happy and healthy? Watch our next video, 12 Best Foods for Dogs. Number 1 will make your dog thrive by clicking on the end screen. Find out which superfoods can boost your dog's health, improve digestion, and even extend their lifespan. And number 1, it's a total game changer. Click on the end screen now to keep your dog happy and healthy. This is Doggy Pedia. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.